What is good, everybody? My name is Will, and I'm from One Frequency Studios. So, we've just launched. We legally incorporated in Tennessee. We've launched our movie and video game studio, made some purchases of equipment, upgraded our computers, and now I am knee deep learning Unreal Engine 5 to work on some VFX stuff for shooting here in the studio. So we've got a long way to go. I thought it'd be really cool to document the journey, though, very much like I did when I was learning Pro Tools, setting up the music studio side of the house. But it's going to be a really exciting year. So for anybody that stumbles across this, your support means the world to us. Myself and my fiance, Scarlett Vox, we are working tirelessly to build worlds, right? I've been a gamer since the 80s. I beat The Legend of Zelda in 1986. I started playing guitar in 1994. Cool story. I picked up an acoustic guitar and I played it for 8 hours and never looked back, right? So I think over the past year or so, maybe 16, 17 months, I've made probably 200 songs. Most of that was live streamed to the world. Now I don't get very many viewers, but I think for history's sake, it'll be a cool documentation. There were days where I was live streaming, making two, three songs a day, completely from scratch. We've just released our fourth album, Lightning in the Bee, and we're working on our fifth, Sick in Love, that'll come out April 29th. So, and these aren't like 8, 9, 10 song albums. I think Punk Rock for the Brokenhearted had 27 songs on it, and then the next two had 18. So, anyways, this is where we're starting out with Blender, or not with Blender, with Unreal Engine 5, and I'm also learning Blender. On top of that, I've got my iPad Pro with an Apple Pencil that I use with Procreate, and really just sucking in tons of knowledge. I am a software engineer by trade. So the programming aspect of things, anything that I need to do there. I've been a full stack engineer at some of the best companies in the world for well over a decade. I'm also a former Navy chief in avionics and electronics, so good background in that regard. Another part of the One Frequency brand that we're running too is One Frequency Games. So being a gamer my entire life, and I'm sure the crossover from the studio to the gaming site will be pretty significant. But right now we're level 4 sellers on TCG Player. I've been playing Magic the Gathering since 1994. High level competitive player, typically Mythic in Standard and Limited when I'm actually playing and grinding. Haven't had much time lately. But overall, it's going to be a really cool year. So this is my start right now. Boundless Entertainment is an awesome, awesome company that I'm going through. All of their coursework. Sam over there was kind enough to get me access to things, and really appreciate that first initial support. So. But we're rocking. So here's where we are after about a week or so, right? This was a tutorial that I'm working through there. And, this is like the beginning of Unreal, right? There's so much stuff that I've been watching, and all of you people out there are so damn talented. I definitely, look up to y'all and give you all props for, kicking butt with Unreal over all these years. And I wish I would have picked it up sooner. I really do. But let's rock and roll. So here's what I've created so far. This is, kind of history in the making, the very first sharing of anything from One Frequency Studios. Yay, and there you have it, right? Nothing too crazy. Just learning a lot of the fundamentals, learning how to right now working on structuring out a scene, right? So, and again, this is all from that particular coursework, which I cannot stress enough is outstanding if you're looking to learn this stuff, specifically for VFX, right? This is Unreal Engine for filmmakers. The course that I'm going through, I'll put a link in the description for sure. But and this is directly from Sam himself, but it goes through breaking down the scene, right? Like of where you want your camera to start, and it starts here with two. I think they're going to be soldiers, I believe. And it pans over, to this guy who's standing there. It looks up to I think some flying aircraft up above, and then comes back down to right here, and he does a great job of breaking down to have some different parts of the scene to break things up, the building in the background, the building right here. And it's just been a really cool experience. So, again, thank you for joining. This isn't going to be rock your world, learning Unreal Engine, but it is going to be a documentation process of starting a movie studio, movie and video game studio from scratch, just like we did with the recording studio that we have here. And, we're doing the best we can. So I appreciate you checking us out. Like, share, subscribe, tell people about One Frequency Studios. If you're looking to, join in on a studio or, help, or if you need any help with sound design or computer programming, software, building MVPs, things of that nature, I'm always down to help and collaborate. Same with making music for stuff. So we have full access here to all the recording equipment, software, tooling you could ever need to, not only do soundtracks for games, sound design, sound effects, movies, mixing and mastering. So appreciate you all. Hope you have a rad day. Cheers.